Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK today. I hope you all are doing very well, and today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 3rd of May 2024. Let's start with our session. The very first question is, recently which country won the gold medal in the Archery World Cup in the men's recurve event? This is the country India. India's men's recurve team clinched a historic gold at the Archery World Cup stage 1 by defeating whom? By defeating the country South Korea. Okay, and with this we have achieved this milestone in the past 14 years. Basically, this marked India's highest ever medal tally in an Archery World Cup with total 8 medals, including 5 gold, 2 silvers and 1 bronze. India sent a 16-member squad here featuring 8 men and 8 women. Okay, here correct answer is India, that is A option. Let's see some of the important winners that were in news. Harshit Kumar, who recently won a gold medal in the 21st Under-20 Asian Athletics Championship 2024, belongs to which sports? Yesterday we have discussed this question, and Harshit Kumar is associated with hammer throw. Okay, you have to tell me the venue for this championship. Please write your answer in the comment section. Who won the 56th National Kho-Kho Championships 2023 to 24? This championship has been won by Maharashtra state, and if we talk about the men's title, the winner is Maharashtra, and the women's title is also won by Maharashtra, but in the men's category, Maharashtra has won this title by defeating whom? By defeating the Indian Railway team. Okay, and if you talk about the women's category, Maharashtra won it by defeating the Airport Authority of India team. Fine. Nahid Divecha, who recently won 2 gold medals in the Indian Masters National Badminton Championship, belongs to which Indian state? So Nahid Divecha belongs to Maharashtra, and recently she won 2 gold medals in the Indian Masters National Badminton Championship. Next is, recently which team won the 42nd Ranji Trophy title? So the winner of this year's Ranji Trophy is Mumbai, and Mumbai has won this title by defeating Vidarbh team. Okay, and last is Kristina Pliskova, who recently won the Miss World 2024 title, belongs to which country? She has been declared as the winner of Miss World this year, and she belongs to Czech Republic. Okay, next is, Shergarh Wildlife Sanctuary recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? Correct answer is Rajasthan here. Why it came into news? Because the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change issues the draft notification defining the eco-sensitive zone for the Shergarh Wildlife Sanctuary that lies in Rajasthan, and it aims to mitigate human-wildlife conflict and conserve the wildlife. And this sanctuary was established in the year 1983. Basically, it houses endangered species like leopard, Indian wolf and vultures. Okay, so the draft proposes an eco-sensitive zone of 348 square kilometers around the sanctuary's core area. Public feedback is sought within 60 days, and the Supreme Court directive mandates these eco-sensitive zones for all the protected forest, national parks and the wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, so Shergarh Wildlife Sanctuary lies in the state of Rajasthan. In the next slide, we will see the locations of different wildlife sanctuaries that were in news. The first one is Kalisar Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? This wildlife sanctuary lies in the state of Haryana. Okay, Tail Valley Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Arunachal Pradesh. Vayanath Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Kerala. Attapaka Bird Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which state? It lies in Andhra Pradesh. And last is Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in the state of Assam. Okay. Recently, which ministry has granted authorized economic operator status to the gem and the jewelry sector? This is Ministry of Finance. Ministry of Finance has granted authorized economic operator status to the gem and the jewelry sector. so as to enhance the ease of doing business. Okay. Asian Star, which is a leading diamond manufacturer, is the first recipient in the industry, and this AEO program under the World Customs Organization SAFE framework basically aims to secure international supply chains, and the AEO status offers different benefits like quicker clearance and enhanced security, and it aligns with the World Trade Organization trade facilitation agreements. It was introduced in India in 2011, and this program simplifies the customs procedures basically. Okay, so recently Ministry of Finance has granted this status to the gem and jewelry sector of India. Let's talk about some of the important ministries that were in news. The first question is, National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disabilities recently seen in the news in functions under which ministry? Usually the persons with disabilities falls under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Okay, so Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is responsible for all the welfare programs that involve PWD. Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services recently seen in the news comes under which ministry? It works under Ministry of Earth Sciences. Indian Historical Records Commission, which was seen in the news, is functioning under which ministry? This is Ministry of Culture. Okay. Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi scheme recently seen in the news is administered by which ministry? Answer is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Which ministry recently released the National Curriculum for Early Childhood Care and Education 2024 titled as Aadhaar Shila? Your answer is Ministry of Women and Child Development. Okay. Recently, where was the Critical Mineral Summit 2024 held? Correct answer would be here, New Delhi, that is C option. So Ministry of Mines along with the partners Shakti Sustainable Energy Foundation CEEW hosted the Critical Mineral Summit enhancing beneficiation and processing capabilities in New Delhi from 29th to 30th of April. Okay. Basic aim is to bolster India's critical mineral supply chain, and the summit convenes stakeholders from industry, government, academia and the startups. So key topics include mineral auction progress and sustainable solution. Technical sessions focus on 8 key minerals that are crucial for clean energy technologies and electric vehicles. Okay. So what was the venue for Critical Mineral Summit? Answer would be New Delhi. Let's see some of the important summits that were in news. The first question is, which organization will host the Summit of the Future on 22nd and 23rd of September 2024? This is UNGA, United Nations General Assembly. Recently, where was the World Future Energy Summit 2024 organized? It was organized in Abu Dhabi. Global Summit on Extreme Heat recently hosted by which two organizations? So this summit was organized or hosted by USAID and Red Cross. Okay, what is this USAID? It is the US Agency for International Development. Recently, where was the first nuclear energy summit held? Answer would be Brussels in Belgium. Where was the first ever Digital India Future Skills Summit held? Answer is Guwahati in the state of Assam. Okay. Next is, what is the theme of International Conference on Disaster Resilient Infrastructure 2024 recently held in New Delhi? So the 6th International Conference on Disaster Resilient Infrastructure recently convened in New Delhi, where they featured government bodies, global institutions and media. It was hosted by CDRI, that is Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, and the theme is Investing Today for a More Resilient Tomorrow. Okay, and it emphasized on proactive measures. So the conference aimed to foster the resilience in infrastructure against the disasters and climate change, fostering global collaboration for resilient infrastructure project. Okay, so the theme for this conference was Investing Today for a More Resilient Tomorrow. Let's see some of the important conferences. Recently, where was the 6th edition of International Conference on Disaster Resilient Infrastructure held? Just we have talked about it. Answer would be New Delhi. Recently, which country hosted the Sustainable Finance for Tiger Landscape Conference? Answer is Bhutan. Recently, where was the Ocean Decade Conference 2024 held? Answer is Barcelona in the country Spain. Recently, there was an International Humanitarian Conference for Sudan held. It took place in Paris. Recently, where was the Global Spirituality Conference 2024 organized? Answer would be Hyderabad. Okay. Which state's education department recently released the guidelines for elimination of corporal punishment? This is the state Tamil Nadu. D option. Tamil Nadu issues the guidelines for elimination of corporal punishment in schools to foster the safe environments for the students as per the Right to Education Act of 2009. Okay. So it issued jointly by the Directors of School and Elementary Education. Basic aim here is to prevent physical and mental harm, discrimination, and it includes awareness camps on NCPCR guidelines. What is NCPCR? National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. So different measures include, for example, prompt complaint redressal, addressing the harassment, mental health concerns, and forming monitoring committees at the schools. Okay. So Tamil Nadu Education Department has recently released the guidelines for elimination of corporal punishment. Let's see some state related current affairs. Recently, which state government's food safety department has imposed a ban on using the liquid nitrogen in the food items? This is the state Tamil Nadu. Why they have banned it? Because of its harmful effects on our health. Erraviculam National Park recently seen in the news due to Project Nilgiri Thar is located in which Indian state? Erraviculam National Park lies in the state of Kerala, and Project Nilgiri Thar was launched by which state? Answer is Tamil Nadu. Okay. Recently, which state's High Court has upheld the state government's ban on hookah and water pipe smoking? This is Karnataka state, and the High Court said that they have taken this decision under Article 19 of Indian Constitution. Gipan Gath Glacier Lake recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? It lies in Himachal Pradesh. Sing Khilang Festival recently seen in the news is celebrated in which Indian state? It has been celebrated in the state of Meghalaya. Okay. Recently, which Indian has been selected for the Goldman Environmental Prize 2024? This is Alok Shukla from the state of Chhattisgarh. He is an environmental activist, and recently he won this Goldman Environmental Prize for his grassroots effort. Also, this prize is known as the Green Nobel Prize. Okay, and this prize basically honors his work on preserving the Hasdeo Arran forest, which is vital for Chhattisgarh's ecosystem. Alok Shukla rallied the local tribes because they were facing the coal mining threats, and he pressured the government to cancel the auctions of 21 coal mines in 2022. So his organization champions environmental protection in this region. Okay, so who is the winner for Goldman Environmental Prize this year? Answer is Alok Shukla from Chhattisgarh state. Now in the next slide, let's see some awards and honors related question. Recently, who was honored with the World Literary Prize for her contribution to literature by the World Organization of Writers? Here answer would be Mamta G. Sagar. She has been honored with this prize. Okay. Who has won the Abel Prize 2024, sometimes called the Nobel Prize of Mathematics? Answer would be Michel Talleyrand. Okay. Abel Prize is given in the field of mathematics, and who is the winner this year? Michel Talleyrand. Which Indian writer was awarded with the Erasmus Prize 2024 for highlighting the climate change crisis? This is Amitav Ghosh. Recently, which organization has been conferred the Outstanding PSU of the Year award? This is HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Recently, which mission received the 2024 John L. Jack Swigert Jr. Award for space exploration? This is our Chandrayaan 3 mission. Okay. Recently, the Indian government has permitted the exports of onion to which countries despite the export ban? So despite the export ban, India permits 99,150 tons of onions to the countries Bangladesh, UAE, Bhutan, Bahrain, Mauritius and Sri Lanka. Okay. New Delhi also allows 2,000 tons of white onions for Middle East and the European markets. National Cooperative Exports Limited NCEL handles the export primarily from Maharashtra, and this ban was enforced on 8th of December 2023. Why? Because of lower crop estimate. So Directorate General of Foreign Trade oversees the trade matters, and onion buffer procurement target for 2024 is how much? 5 lakh tons. Okay. Correct answer is Bangladesh, UAE, Bhutan, Bahrain, Mauritius and Sri Lanka. Now let's see some international current affairs. Recently, which two countries are discussing an agreement to develop an electric propulsion system for Indian warships? These countries are India and UK. They are discussing an agreement for an electric propulsion system, and Indian warships currently use the diesel, gas or steam turbines. Electric system targets larger warships of over 6,000 tons. It is a government to government deal involving the GE Power Conversion and the BHEL. Okay, so they will develop the integrated full electric propulsion system, and the UK's Queen Elizabeth class carrier already use this. So this new integrated electric propulsion system reduces the noise and emission, moving towards complete electrification. Fine. So these two countries are India and UK. The English Channel recently seen in the news separates which two countries? These two countries are England and France. Which countries recently signed a treaty to recognize the whales as legal person? These two countries are New Zealand and the Cook Islands. Hormuz Strait recently seen in the news is a strategically important waterway located between which two countries? It lies between Iran and Oman. Exercise Tiger Triumph recently seen in the news is conducted between which two countries? India and USA. Okay. What is INS Vikrant recently seen in the news? So it is a kind of aircraft carrier. Why it came into news? Because Indian Navy recently showcased the twin carrier operations with its two aircraft carrier. The first one is INS Vikrant and second one is INS Vikram Aditya. Okay. So India operates these carriers with INS Vikrant being the first aircraft carrier that was purchased from the UK. It is active since the 1960s, and INS Virat, which is India's second carrier, was originally HMS Hermes. Okay, and INS Vikramaditya is the India's third carrier. Okay, so INS Vikrant is a kind of aircraft carrier. Let's see some Navy related current affairs. The first one is, which Indian naval sailing vessel recently marked the historic trans-oceanic expedition of nearly 2 months by 2 women officers of Indian Navy? This is Indian naval sailing vessel Tarani. Okay. What is the name of the Iranian fishing vessel which was recently rescued by Indian Navy from the pirates? It is Al-Kambar. Who has been appointed as the Director General of Naval Operations in the Indian Navy? This is Vice Admiral A.N. Pramod. He is the new DG of Naval Operations. Who has been recently appointed as the new Chief of Materiel of the Indian Navy? This is Vice Admiral Kiran Deshmukh. Okay. And last one is, recently Navy Chief Admiral R. Hari Kumar has awarded an on-the-spot unit citation to which Indian naval ship for anti-piracy operation? This is INS Sharda. Fine. Last question is, recently Bru community participated in the Lok Sabha elections for the first time as voters from which Indian state? Here answer would be Tripura, that is C option. In 2024, the Bru community, which are indigenous to northeastern India, voted for the first time in Tripura's Lok Sabha election, and predominantly they are found in Tripura, Mizoram and Assam. Okay, and they hold the status of particularly vulnerable tribal group. Originally they belong to Austro-Asiatic linguistic group, and this historical development marks a milestone in their socio-political engagement, which emphasizes the significance of their inclusion and representation in the democratic process, right? So Bru community first time participated in the Lok Sabha elections as the voters from Tripura. Fine. Now in the next slide we will talk about some of the important tribes that were in news. The first one is, the Shompen tribe recently seen in the news primarily resides in which region? This tribe is found in the Great Nicobar Islands. Hakki Pikki tribe recently seen in the news is predominantly found in which Indian state? It is found in Karnataka. Konda Reddy tribe recently seen in the news is primarily inhabits in which state of India? It is found in Andhra Pradesh. Fani Irava tribe recently seen in the news is mostly found in which Indian state? They are found in Karnataka. And last is, which state is home to the Kutia Kondh tribe recently seen in the news, and they are classified as particularly vulnerable tribal group? This is the state Odisha. Okay. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nushat Sana signing off.